the most hated team ever. CeeDee Lamb to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm giving this pick a C-, maybe a D+. I really like the player. I hate the position. The way they drafted like a luxury team, like they could afford to draft, wide receiver, which I consider a luxury position when you pay $20 million to Amari Cooper. You have Michael Gallup there. You don't really need wide receiver. You definitely need some defensive line talent. Definitely need some safety talent. Definitely need some corner help. You completely voided and jumped over those. You go with an offensive weapon. I really like the player, so I'll give it a C-. Hate the position. And also, I'm just salty that they picked him instead of the Eagles. So, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go the complete opposite way for you. I'm going to give this an A grade. And here's the reason I'm going to give this an A grade, because he was the best player, and he's too good to pass up on. I think we had Kayvon Chason in our mock draft. I'm pretty sure so many people had Kayvon Chason for that pick, or maybe Xavier McKinney for the Cowboys, because they needed a secondary. Byron Jones just left. It's not very strong at the moment. They don't have it. I mean, we talked about this, I think, a little bit earlier, because you were very, very angry at this time. I think they tied up so much money on Cooper, so I can kind of see why it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever for them to pick a wide receiver here. But I think he might be one of the top receivers in the NFL in a couple of years to come. I think he's got DeAndre Hopkins potential. I think, as we talked about it before, he's going to be a superstar as long as Dak does the right thing and Mike McCarthy doesn't screw it up. Yeah, that's why I'm giving it an A. They don't need him, but him and Amari Cooper is pretty scary. And I would not be surprised, actually, if he outperforms Amari Cooper within the next 2 years.
See, I think his ceiling is capped just because there's so many people there. I don't want to talk about this too much, though, because I'm scarred.
Are you scared about CeeDee Lamb against the Eagles secondary? Do you think CeeDee?
100%.
Yeah, that's the problem as an Eagles. I mean, for an Eagles fan, I think that would be probably the more scary thing. Because, I mean, now the Eagles just lost Malcolm Jenkins, but they did get Darius Slay on Cooper, but then CeeDee Lamb. It's going to be interesting how that happens. Overall, yeah, that's the only reason I think as an Eagles fan you should be scared. As a pick, though, yeah, for team needs, this is probably an F because they don't need a receiver whatsoever. But I think based on the best player available, yeah, I'm going to give it an A. I like it a lot.
I hate Dallas. Dallas sucks.
And I hated this. But here's the thing: when I saw this pick, I hated it so much because I really despised it. I did not. I called it. I said 5 minutes before. I said I do not want to see CeeDee Lamb to go to Dallas. And right when Denver picked Judy, I'm like, oh shit, we're screwed. We are screwed. I don't know. I mean, like we're done. And then they got it. That's the only way I can put it. And I knew you were pissed. I knew for a fact you were pissed. And
you hear all this sighing I'm doing? That's what.
It's very upsetting considering the receivers picked afterwards. And CeeDee Lamb is just, he's going to be he's a stud.
He's light years above everyone else picked.
He's a stud. Light years after everyone else that was picked after him. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think Ruggs and Judy, you can justify that kind of. But, I mean, it's so sad. They got the dream pick. And I knew for a fact they discussed it prior to that. If CeeDee Lamb falls, there's no way in hell we're not going to take him. And I'm pretty sure they said the same thing probably about Judy too. And if Judy went to the Cowboys, you'd probably be just as pissed. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah, I would be.
It sucks. It just so happens that, in my opinion, the best receiver in the draft goes to my least favorite team. So
can we stop talking about this, please? Thank you.
I'm done talking about it. Let's go.
I'm moving on.